She has coached so many actors to the Oscars. So it's not just about teaching for her. She wants you to win on the highest level. She's taught people like Beyonce, Charlize Theron. One of my greatest acting teachers was a man named Roy London. I studied with Roy for about 8 years when I was in my 20s, and he really made a difference in my life. He was like a papa bear. What I loved about Roy was that he didn't try to make everybody the same. He zoned in on what your skill set was in acting, helped you make specific choices based on who you are. I mean, he really pulled out the uniqueness of you and brought it into your work. Some acting teachers are like cookie cutters. They're just giving you the basics and they want every actor to do that. Roy wasn't like that at all. He really helped you to identify what your secret sauce was, and he helped pull that out of you. Well, while I was in class, the first couple of years, I met a woman named Ivana Chubbuck, who was also in Roy's class. As it turned out, Ivana was actually responsible for getting Roy to start teaching acting because she used to coach him for auditions. A few years later down the road, when Roy started getting really popular, he decided he would add another class, but this class would be a beginner's class. And he got Ivana to start teaching the beginner's class. As auditions would come up, if they were really, really incredibly important to me, I had to have Roy coach me. Sometimes Roy wasn't available, so I would go to Ivana and Ivana would coach me. And she was wonderful. What I loved about Ivana was that she taught what Roy taught. So it wasn't like having somebody giving you a whole different language that you were trying to figure out what it was. It was like she knew what Roy taught, she was great at it, and it helped me a lot. Well, Roy passed away a few years later, and Ivana started her own school. She started teaching her own method and just started to blow up. And what she did, which I so respect and admire, was she actually wrote a very informative acting book called The Power of the Actor. This is probably the most significant acting book since Uta Hagen's Respect for Acting. In my humble opinion, of course, Ivana takes this book to a whole nother level. She took Uta Hagen's Respect for Acting and other different techniques, and she just made it her own. What I love about this book was when I was studying with Roy, I created a little cheat sheet with 12 points. So when I went into auditions, I had 12 things to keep me anchored in the scene. Who I was, where I was coming from, what I wanted, scoring my beat. I mean, I just listed those 12 points. When I opened this book, to my surprise, Ivana had broken this book down into 12 chapters, and about 10 of the points that I had on my cheat sheet, she actually has in the book as chapters. I love this book. If you're an actor and you're just starting, I recommend you do Uta Hagen's Respect for Acting. Read that book from beginning to end because it will really help you when you get to Ivana's book, The Power of the Actor. So I'm just going to read some of the chapters off so you know what's in it. So she talks about overall objective, scene objective, objectives, substitution, inner objects, beats and actions, moment before, place and fourth wall, doings, inner monologue, previous circumstances, and then letting it go. So she really takes you step by step by step by step. This book is highly recommended for you as an actor. I don't care how many acting books you've read. This is the one that you should have in your possession. It is phenomenal. It really helps you identify things, get deep into the character, to really think it through. All of these were things that Roy really drummed in me. So to be able to see it in writing and see how she broke it down and did such a marvelous job really guiding the actor of what to do. I am so impressed and so in awe of how Ivana put this book together. One of the other things that I love about Ivana, not only is she a fantastic teacher, but she has coached so many actors to the Oscars. So it's not just about teaching for her. She wants you to win on the highest level. She's taught people like Beyonce, Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron got to go to Oscars. So did Halle Berry. So did Sylvester Stallone. I mean, there's just a great list of people she has actually helped to get awards, if not awards, get nominated for their work, their performance, because she really makes you go deep into the work. So if you don't know who Ivana Chubbuck is, now you know. I recommend highly that you pick up her book, The Power of the Actor. This will become one of your reference books. And while you're at it, look in the description and you can grab my cheat sheet to help you on your auditions. Check out this next video for some more acting tips. And I also did a video on the 12 steps that you could click to right now.